Hi everyone. Welcome back to English Fab, where learning English is practical, useful, and fab. There's a lot happening around the world today. Let's learn vocabularies and phrases related to them together and talk about them in daily conversation. If you find English difficult, don't worry. You can translate the subtitles into English and your own language like this. Check the description below for extra details. All right, let's get started. World topics. Now let's learn the related vocabulary and useful phrases. 1. Vocabulary. Suspend, to temporarily stop something from continuing or operating. Shipments, goods or cargo sent from one place to another, usually in bulk. Tariff, a tax imposed on imported or exported goods, often used to protect domestic industries. Phrases. In response to change, indicates that an action is a reaction to some alteration in circumstances. Part of a move, used to describe an action as being one element of a broader plan or strategy. Spark fears, to cause worry or concern, often suddenly or widely. 2. Vocabulary. Announce, to make a public or formal statement about something. Import, goods brought into one country from another for sale or use. Levy, to impose a tax or fine officially. Phrases. Introduce measures, to bring in new laws, rules, or strategies. Raise concerns, to bring up issues that may cause worry or caution. Result in inflation, indicates that an action leads to a rise in prices and decrease in money's purchasing power. 3. Vocabulary. Earthquake, a sudden shaking of the ground caused by movements within the Earth's crust. Toll, the number of deaths or casualties resulting from an accident or disaster. Destruction, severe damage or ruin caused by natural disasters or violent events. Phrases. Result in tragedy, used to explain how an event leads to a very sad or disastrous outcome. Efforts are underway, indicates that work or actions are currently being done. Support those affected, to help people, WHO, have been impacted by an event. 4. Vocabulary. Protest, a public demonstration expressing objection or disapproval. Housing crisis, a situation where affordable housing becomes scarce or inaccessible. Tourist flats, apartments or properties rented out short-term to tourists, often impacting local housing availability. Phrases. Rally across cities, large gatherings or protests happening in many cities. Impact of tourism, refers to the effects, positive or negative, that tourism has on a place. Highlight crisis, to draw attention to a major problem. 5. Vocabulary. Currency, the money system used in a particular country. Sanctions, official restrictions or penalties, usually imposed by one country on another to force a change in behavior. Economy, the system of production, consumption, and distribution of goods and services in a region or country. Phrases. Fall to record, refers to reaching the lowest level ever measured. Reflect weakness, indicates something shows or reveals an underlying problem or vulnerability. Impact economy, refers to having a strong effect on the financial system of a country. 6. Vocabulary. Earthquake, ground shaking due to tectonic movements, often causing significant damage. Tsunami, a large sea wave caused by underwater disturbances such as earthquakes. Damage, physical harm or destruction to buildings, infrastructure, or people. Phrases. Report tremors, indicates that shaking has been officially noted or recorded. Assess damage, the process of evaluating how much harm has occurred. Be at risk, to be exposed to danger or the possibility of harm. Business. Now let's learn the related vocabulary and useful phrases. 1. Vocabulary. Employers, individuals, or organizations that hire and pay people to work for them. Social Security, a government system that provides monetary assistance to people with an inadequate or no income. Contributions, payments made to a fund or system, such as taxes or employee benefits. Tax hike, an increase in the rate or amount of taxes. Phrases, prepare to adjust, getting ready to make changes in response to new conditions. Consider raising, thinking about increasing something, such as prices or wages. Reduce hiring, lower the rate or number of new employee recruitment. 2. Vocabulary. Budget carrier, a low-cost airline that offers cheaper flights by reducing operating costs. Aircraft, a vehicle capable of flying, such as an airplane or helicopter. Fleet, a group of aircraft, ships, or vehicles owned or operated by one company or organization. Phrases, begin operating, to start using or running a machine, service, or business. Mark development, indicate or signal progress or change. Start in mid-April, begin at a point around the middle of April. 3. Vocabulary. Prices, the amount of money required to purchase goods or services. Decline, a decrease or reduction in number, quality, or condition. Retailers, businesses, or individuals that sell goods directly to consumers. Phrases, compared to previous, used to show contrast or difference with an earlier time or condition. Expect increases, anticipate a rise or growth in numbers, values, or costs. Brace for tax, prepare for the impact of new or increased taxes. 4. Vocabulary. Energy company, a business involved in the production and distribution of energy resources. Transmission, the process of transferring electricity from power plants to consumers. Portfolio, a collection of assets or investments held by an organization. Assets, valuable resources or property owned by a company or individual. Phrases, agree to sell, reach a mutual decision to transfer ownership for compensation. Owned by firm, possessed or controlled by a business or corporation. Enter deal, formally agree to participate in a business arrangement. 5. Vocabulary. Tariffs, taxes imposed on imported or exported goods. Machinery, machines collectively, or the components that make up machines. Manufacturers, companies or individuals that produce goods from raw materials. Phrases, throw into turmoil, cause disorder, confusion, or disruption. Affect production, influence or change the process of making goods. Impact trade, have an effect on the buying and selling of goods between entities or countries. 6. Vocabulary. Reacts, responds or behaves in a particular way as a result of something. Market, the economic arena where buying and selling occur. Sell-offs, a rapid selling of assets, often causing a decline in prices. Phrases, cite reactions, mention responses or feedback from others. Follow downturn, occur after or as a result of a decrease in economic activity or market values. Indicate impact, show or suggest that something has had an effect. Entertainment. Now let's learn the related vocabulary and useful phrases. 1. Vocabulary. Cancels, to decide or announce that a planned event will not happen. Coachella, a famous annual music and arts festival held in California. Visa, an official document or stamp allowing someone to enter or stay in a country for a specific time. Phrases, due to issues, indicates that something happened because of specific problems. Scheduled to perform, planned or arranged to appear in a performance. Announce cancellation, to make public that something has been officially cancelled. 2. Vocabulary. Premieres, the first public showing of a movie, play, or TV episode. Tour, a series of performances given at different locations. Episodes, individual parts of a TV series or show. Phrases, return with new, to come back with something updated or recently produced. Feature stars, to prominently include well-known actors or performers. Kick-off tour, to begin a tour or series of events. 3. Vocabulary. Producers, people responsible for overseeing and managing the creation of entertainment content. Endings, conclusions, or final parts of a narrative. Secrecy, the act of keeping something hidden or confidential. Phrases, maintain secrecy to keep information undisclosed. Film versions, to create multiple recorded versions of a scene or ending. Prevent leaks, to stop unauthorized disclosure of confidential information. 4. Vocabulary. CinemaCon, an annual convention for the motion picture theater industry. Footage, recorded video or film, often shown before public release. Drama, a genre of narrative fiction intended to be more serious than humorous. Phrases, showcase clips, to display short video segments to promote a film or show. Unveil projects, to officially introduce or present new creative works. Star in movie, to play a leading role in a film. 5. Vocabulary. Medical, relating to the science of medicine or healthcare. Relationships, connections, or associations between people. Professionals, individuals qualified in a specific occupation, typically requiring education and training. Phrases, explore dynamics, to examine how relationships or systems work and change. Set in hospital, located in or occurring within a hospital environment. Debut on Netflix, to appear for the first time on the streaming platform Netflix. 6. Vocabulary. Hulu, a popular American streaming service offering films and TV shows. Director, a person, WHO, supervises the actors and directs the action in a production. Titles, the names of movies, TV shows, or other media works. Phrases, available for streaming, ready to be watched online via a digital platform. Expand catalog, to increase the number of items or offerings in a collection. Feature collection, to present a curated group of related works. Health. Now let's learn the related vocabulary and useful phrases. 1. Vocabulary. Cancels, to call off or decide not to carry out a planned event. Festival, a public celebration or series of performances, often with music or cultural themes. Recuperates, to recover or regain strength after illness or exertion. Phrases, withdraw from, to remove oneself or cancel participation in an event or activity. Due to health, indicates that a health issue is the reason for an action. Scheduled for, planned to take place at a specific time. 2. Vocabulary. Outbreak, a sudden increase in the occurrence of a disease. Measles, a highly contagious viral infection causing fever and rash. Infections, the presence and multiplication of disease-causing microorganisms in the body. Phrases, report confirms, an official statement verifying certain facts or data. Rise to, an increase in number or level. Identify cases, detect and officially record individuals affected by a condition. 3. Vocabulary. WHO, World Health Organization, a United Nations agency responsible for international public health. Theme, a central topic or focus for an event or campaign. Maternal, related to mothers, especially during pregnancy or childbirth. Phrases, declare theme, to formally announce a central idea or topic for an event. Emphasize health, to highlight the importance of well-being and medical issues. Focus on, to concentrate attention on a specific subject. 4. Vocabulary. Cannabis, a plant used for medical or recreational purposes, sometimes as part of treatment plans. Cravings, strong desires or urges, often associated with addiction recovery. Recovery, the process of becoming healthy again after illness or addiction. Phrases, suggest benefits, indicate that something may be helpful or advantageous. Aid in, help or support an effort or process. Support treatment, assist or enhance the effectiveness of a medical or therapeutic process. 5. Vocabulary. Sucralose, a synthetic sweetener used as a sugar substitute. Hunger, the physiological need for food. Overeating, consuming more food than the body needs or than is healthy. Phrases, linked to, associated with, or connected to a cause or result. Lead to result in or cause an outcome. Affect brain, to influence the function or behavior of the brain. 6. Vocabulary. Wellness, the state of being in good health, often pursued through lifestyle choices. Hydrotherapy, a type of treatment involving the use of water for pain relief and physical therapy. Longevity, the length or duration of life. Phrases, highlight trends, to bring attention to current patterns or movements. Focus on, to direct attention or efforts towards something. Include programs, to offer specific sets of activities or services as part of an initiative. Sports. Now let's learn the related vocabulary and useful phrases. 1. Vocabulary. Matchup, a scheduled competition between two opponents. Opponent, the individual or team someone competes against. Determination, a strong will or resolve to achieve something. Phrases, prepare for, to get ready to face a challenge or event. Face challenge, to confront a difficult situation or competitor. Emphasize goal, to highlight or focus on a specific objective. 2. Vocabulary. Racer, a competitor in a race, especially in motorsports. Victory, the act of winning or defeating an opponent. Milestone, a significant achievement or point in progress. Phrases, secure title, to officially win or claim a championship. Mark win, to note or celebrate a victory. Extend streak, to continue a series of successes or wins. 3. Vocabulary. Underdog, a competitor considered less likely to win. Unbeaten, not having lost any matches or games. Momentum, the force or speed gained by a series of events or achievements. Phrases, defeat team, to win against a group in competition. End run, to stop a continuous series of successes. Delay celebrations, to postpone rejoicing due to unexpected events. 4. Vocabulary. Setback, a reversal or defeat that hinders progress. Relegated, demoted to a lower division or level, especially in sports leagues. Margin, the difference or gap, often in points or goals. Phrases, confirm status, to officially declare a condition or outcome. Suffer loss, to be defeated in a match or game. With games left, indicating that more matches remain in the season. 5. Vocabulary. Squad, a group of players forming a team. Rival, a competitor or adversary in a match or event. Victory, a win or successful result in a competition. Phrases, score and stoppage, to make a goal during added time after regular play. End streak, to bring a series of similar results to a stop. Clinch win, to secure or guarantee a victory. 6. Vocabulary. Champion, a person, WHO, has won a competition or contest. Terrain, the landscape or type of ground, often relating to race difficulty. Title, a championship or recognition awarded for winning. Phrases, claim crown, to win a championship or title. Finish first, to complete a race ahead of all others. Outpace rivals, to go faster or perform better than competitors. Climate. Now let's learn the related vocabulary and useful phrases. 1. Vocabulary. Pledge, a formal promise or commitment to take a specific action. Solar, related to energy derived from the sun. Battery, a device that stores and supplies electrical energy. Phrases, announce initiative to publicly present a new plan or program. Aim to reduce, to intend or attempt to decrease something. Ahead of election, occurring before a scheduled political vote. 2. Vocabulary. Blizzard, a severe snowstorm with strong winds. Snowfall, the amount of snow that falls during a particular period. Winter, the coldest season of the year, typically involving snow in many regions. Phrases, experience weather, to undergo specific atmospheric conditions. Cover with snow, to become blanketed by falling snow. Follow warmth, to happen after a period of higher temperatures. 3. Vocabulary. Rainfall, precipitation in the form of water from the atmosphere. Earthquake, a sudden shaking of the ground due to tectonic movements. Outbreak, a sudden occurrence of disease or a harmful event. Phrases, hamper efforts, to hinder or obstruct attempts to achieve a goal. Raise concerns, to bring up issues or worries. Affect survivors, to impact people. WHO, lived through a disaster. 4. Vocabulary. Crude, unrefined petroleum or oil. Price, the amount of money required to purchase something. Output, the amount of something produced, in this case, oil. Phrases, lower to minimum, to reduce to the lowest allowable or recorded level. Follow decision, to act in accordance with a previously made choice. Supply increase, a rise in the availability or amount of a resource. 5. Vocabulary. Offshore, located at sea, away from the coast. Turbine, a machine that produces power by spinning due to water, wind, or steam. Opposition, resistance or dissent expressed against something. Phrases, face delay, to encounter postponement or interruption. Encounter challenge, to confront difficulties or problems. Slow development, to reduce the pace of progress or construction. 6. Vocabulary. Timber, wood prepared for use in building and carpentry. Export, goods sent to another country for sale. Investigation, a systematic inquiry to uncover facts or gather information. Phrases, uncover route, to discover the path taken by transported goods. Ship to destination, to transport goods to a specific location. Trace source, to identify the origin of something. Technology. Now let's learn the related vocabulary and useful phrases. 1. Vocabulary. Unveil, to officially introduce or present something for the first time. Model, a version or type of product, especially in technology or design. Maverick, a term used to name a product variant, generally refers to something innovative or nonconformist. Phrases, release new version, to launch an updated edition of a product or software. Introduce lineup, to present a series or range of related products. Include features, to have or contain specific functionalities or attributes. 2. Vocabulary. Deal, an agreement or arrangement between parties, often in business. Objection, an expression of opposition or disapproval. Halted, stopped or paused abruptly. Negotiations, discussions aimed at reaching an agreement. Phrases, pause discussion, to temporarily stop ongoing talks or negotiations. Due to dispute as a result of disagreement or conflict. Raise concern, to bring attention to a potential issue or problem. 3. Vocabulary. Engagement, involvement, or participation, particularly in interactions. Chatbot, a computer program that simulates conversation with human users. Interaction, communication, or direct involvement between people or systems. Phrases, aim to enhance, to intend to improve or make something better. Build relationship, to create and strengthen connections over time. Improve experience, to make an encounter or process more effective or enjoyable. 4. Vocabulary. Impose, to officially apply or enforce something, such as rules or taxes. Tax, a compulsory financial charge imposed by a government. Imports, goods brought into one country from another for sale. Phrases, announce policy, to formally declare a new regulation or guideline. Include measures, to comprise specific steps or actions as part of a larger plan. Affect industry, to have an impact on a specific economic sector. 5. Vocabulary, price tag, the cost or listed value of a product. Analyst, a person WHO examines data or trends to provide insights or forecasts. Surge, a sudden large increase. Hike, a rise or upward change often in price or rate. Phrases, warn about cost, to alert or caution regarding increasing expenses. Predict increase, to forecast a rise in value or quantity. Impact market, to influence the behavior or trends in an economic market. 6. Vocabulary, expansion, the process of growing or increasing in size or scope. Consumption, the use of resources such as energy or goods. Risk, the possibility of loss, damage, or negative consequences. Strain, pressure or stress resulting from excessive demand or use. Phrases, raise concern, to bring up issues that may require attention. Impact grid, to affect the electrical infrastructure or supply system. Grow rapidly, to increase quickly in size, number, or intensity. Travel, now let's learn the related vocabulary and useful phrases. 1. Vocabulary. Public transport, a system of buses, trains, and other vehicles available for use by the public. Holiday, a period of time when people do not have to work or go to school, often used for travel or rest. Free fare, a travel cost that is waived, meaning no payment is required. Phrases, offer access, to make something available for use. Run from, to operate during a specific time range. Underage limit refers to eligibility based on a maximum age requirement. 2. Vocabulary. Advisory, an official warning or notice about a potential risk. Caution, careful attention to avoid danger or mistakes. Shark, a large marine predator, sometimes a hazard to swimmers. Phrases, issue warning, to formally announce a risk or alert. Urge caution, to strongly recommend being careful. Due to threat, as a result of a potential danger. 3. Vocabulary. Renovation, the process of improving or updating a structure or facility. Lounge, a comfortable space for travelers to wait, usually with extra amenities. Amenities, features that provide comfort, convenience, or enjoyment. Phrases, unveil upgrade, to present an improvement publicly. Introduce feature, to offer a new component or function. Open before season, to begin operating ahead of a busy travel period. 4. Vocabulary. Strike, a work stoppage caused by employee protest or demand. Disruption, an interruption or disturbance to normal operations. Airline, a company that provides air transport services. Phrases, plan action, to organize or prepare for an event or protest. May affect, indicates potential impact or change. Impact holidays, to disrupt vacation plans or schedules. 5. Vocabulary. Discount, a reduced price or cost. Destination, a place to which someone is traveling. Group tour, a travel experience organized for multiple people, usually guided. Phrases, highlight savings, to draw attention to cost reductions. Book now, to reserve or purchase a service immediately. Include offer, to provide a special deal as part of the package. 6. Vocabulary. Carrier, an airline company that transports passengers or cargo. Network, a system of connected routes or destinations. Launch, the initiation or start of a new service or product. Phrases, expand options to increase available choices. Begin service, to start operations or activities. Offer connection, to provide travel links between locations. That's it for today's lesson. We explored many topics and learned important vocabulary and useful phrases. Remember, The more you connect English to what's happening around you, the easier it becomes to understand and use it in daily life. Okay, thanks for watching today's lesson on English Fab. I hope you found these English tips useful and feel more confident. Remember, practice makes perfect, so try using these phrases in your daily conversations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more Fab English lessons. Until next time, keep practicing and stay Fab.